Darth Vader was many things, ruthless, feared, a weapon of the Empire. But beneath the mask, beneath the pain, was something no one suspected. A plan. A plan that required patience, deception, and playing the long game against the most powerful being in the galaxy, Emperor Palpatine. Think about it. Obi-Wan Kenobi didn't exactly go into deep hiding. He changed his name from Obi-Wan to Ben, barely a disguise at all. He settled on Tatooine, Anakin's home planet, a place so personal to Vader that he refused to set foot on its surface. And then there's Luke Skywalker, living under the exact same last name as Anakin, raised by Owen Lars, Anakin's own stepbrother. You really think the most feared Sith Lord in the galaxy, a man who personally hunted down Jedi across the stars, somehow missed this? That for nearly 2 decades, he never once had an intelligence officer check Tatooine, the one planet he knew Kenobi had ties to? It doesn't add up, unless it was intentional, unless Vader knew exactly where Kenobi and Luke were and left them alone. Think about what Vader really wanted. He despised Palpatine. He hated being a servant, bound by the very chains he once sought to escape. And more than anything, he wanted power. But he couldn't take on Palpatine alone, not yet. He needed an apprentice. Someone strong enough to help him overthrow the Emperor. Someone trained in the ways of the Force. Someone raised as a Jedi. So he let Kenobi live. He let Luke grow up under Obi-Wan's watchful eye, knowing the old Jedi would eventually train him. And all the while he played his role, acting like a relentless Sith Lord, pretending he was obsessed with finding Kenobi, pretending he knew nothing of his son. It was the perfect cover. Palpatine believed Vader was still his loyal enforcer, his broken servant. The Emperor never sensed the truth, that Vader was waiting for Luke to grow strong enough to turn, waiting for the moment when he could finally strike down his master. It explains why Vader's search for Kenobi always seemed half-hearted, why he never once set foot on Tatooine, despite his reputation for hunting down even the smallest traces of Jedi activity. Then, fate accelerated his plan. The Death Star plans were stolen, Leia was captured, and Luke was forced onto the path of the Jedi sooner than expected. Vader was ready. The moment he sensed Luke's presence in the Force, he wasted no time. He killed Obi-Wan himself, ensuring Luke would be forced to grow on his own, without Kenobi's influence clouding his destiny. And when the time was right, he made his move. Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. It was years in the making. A trap that began long before the Death Star, long before Luke ever knew what a Jedi was. Vader's ultimate betrayal of Palpatine wasn't a desperate grab for power. It was a long, calculated deception. And it all started the day he let Kenobi and his son walk free.